Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections, horse racing selections for Thursday, the 2nd of February. But first, a quick recap. Well, the last time I made a video, it was a profitable day. Oh, hey, it was 3.5 times the stake back. So it was a really decent day. It's been a disappointing last few weeks, but hopefully get back on track now. Well, I'm giving you horse racing selections for Thursday. I will be back as normal Thursday evening for Friday and obviously for the weekend as well. So the first bet is a 50 pence each way patent and a 50 pence each way treble, totaling £8. You put whatever stake on that you normally do. Don't keep it nice and steady. So the first selection is With Respect, and bearing in mind I've left all the prices to SP. So With Respect in the 120 at Southwell, paying 4 places instead of 3. The trainer Huey Morrison has got a cracking strike rate at Southwell. I think it's 22%, which is his 5th best track on strike rate out of all his runners. So definitely a track that he likes a winner at. Well, he's got a first time tongue tie tomorrow, and I think it's got a decent chance. It's only about 11 to 2, so it's not the biggest of prices, but I do think it's got a decent chance of winning. The second selection is Mumcat in the 150 at Southwell, paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, this horse was recently bought by what I believe it to be Joanna Mason's mum, by the looks of it. Joanna Mason, as you're aware, rides for Mickey Easterby. Well, this is, I believe, no, sorry, this isn't a Mickey Easterby horse, although there is one in the race. This is the Jacqueline Coward. Well, the Masons are also linked very closely to the Cowards as well. Well, Shane Gray takes the ride, and this horse has been ridden over further, but racing relatively prominent, but over further. I think this dropped back in distance, but also racing relatively, well, I keep using the word relatively. If this horse has raced up with a pace or just behind it, I do think it'll be really staying on very well. And you do need to finish your race at Southwell in order to definitely finish in the places or even win. So the third selection is Owen's Lad in the 250 at Southwell, paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, this is a Loughnane horse, and I've gone for it because it's been running in handicaps and it's in one of these classified events now. And I think it's got a very decent chance, and I think it's been basically overlooked or underrated, should I say. And I do think it's been running much better than what people have been giving it credit for. So the next bet is at Chelmsford. This one's a bit tricky because quite a few of the races, there's only 8 runners. I think it's 2 of the 3 races, there's 8 runners. So if there's an on-run, it makes things a little bit awkward. So whether you want to delay the bet until just before the off, that's completely up to you. But let's get into it. So it's a 50 pence each way Trixie and a 50 pence each way treble. The first selection is Satellite Call in the 530 at Chelmsford. The second selection is La Roca del Fuego in the 7 o'clock at Chelmsford. That horse should blast out and hopefully make all, similar to the last selection. And the last selection is Kinky Boots in the 7:30 at Chelmsford. Kinky Boots ran very well on its debut. It actually was drawn 10 and still managed to get the lead and went with the favourite. And they pushed each other quite a bit, to be fair. It faded towards the end. I believe it came third in the end, not beaten too far, but ran a decent price at 80 to 1. I think if you can get up there again relatively easily, hopefully it can have a breather in front and kick on again. And it will. I believe it could make a lot of them go because there's so many question marks over a lot of them. Even the winner last time, which is the favourite, obviously it carries a penalty this time round, so even that's vulnerable. So it's a very interesting race. There are a couple that could improve. One is the James Tate horse, but I've looked to overlook it. It's a powerful owner, Saeed Manana, and I think it's Kalahari Queen, I think it's called. That's one of the dangers, but I do like the look of Kinky Boots anyway at the price. It's roughly around 12 to 1. Hopefully it could drift on the day. But as you can see, I've not taken a single price on the day. I've left it to SP. So fingers crossed, If you can give me a like or subscribe, that'd be absolutely fantastic. So as I said, I'll be back with selections for Friday on Thursday evening about this time, about 7, half 7. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.